Hey everybody, welcome back. Dave, ABQ, SCNC. We are in year number 2 of our New York Giants rebuild on Madden 2019. It's week number 8, so this is the trading deadline. This is our draft show to show you all the guys that are available in round 1 so that we can get an idea of what we want to do. Standing so far, the Eagles are 6-0-1 in first place. We are at 5-2 in second place so far. We did make a trade on week 8, so I want to show you guys that. We're going to go to our team so I can show you guys exactly what we did. Alright, so we traded Olivier Vernon to the Buccaneers. Olivier Vernon was making $10 million this year. His salary was going to jump up to $20 million next year. He was playing great for us, but to save the cap space, we have traded Olivier Vernon to the Buccaneers. In return, we also traded a 5th rounder for next year and our 6th rounder for this year. In return, we got the number 13 pick in this year's draft from the Buccaneers. So we traded Olivier Vernon, next year's 5th, and this year's 6th for the 13th pick in this year's draft, giving us 4 first-round picks in this draft. To take his place, or not take his place, but to fill the gap in the linebacker spot, we signed Brandon Copeland to a 1-year, $2.11 million contract. He's just going to fill in the gap that was left behind by Olivier Vernon. We'll go over our team. So quarterbacks, we have Haley at 79. He's 21 years old. Lauletta and Cook. Saquon, 22 years old, is a 96. We did sign Ty Montgomery to a 1-year deal, and Gallman's with us for another couple years. Our fullback is still Penny. Wide receivers, we have Odell Beckham Jr., Adam Humphries, who we signed for 5 years on a free agent deal, and Wilson, who we signed for 4 years on a free agent deal. Lacey and Davis. Lacey's been playing okay. When he gets in there, he's been making pretty good catches. Tight ends were pretty secure. Ingram, Ty, and Ellison. Ellison's approaching 30, but we're going to run him out through his contract. Ingram, I'm still undecided as to whether or not we're going to keep him or not. Probably, as he is an 87. Left tackle, there's our first-round draft pick, K. Lofton, at an 80. Salters rotated over to the right tackle spot. We're using him at right tackle. Left guard is Will Hernandez. C. Warmack is one of our backups. We signed him to a 4-year deal. And Jalapio and Pulley are our centers. Right guard is Muhort. We have him for 4 years. And Parnell, we just signed as a free agent for 1 year to fill in as a backup. He's 33, so we're probably not going to keep him. On the defensive side, left ends, Trey Hendrickson at 24 is a 78. Edwards fills in as the backup. Hill is a 78, 1 year younger. So these guys are just going to get better as we go. Aquara we signed as a free agent as a backup as well. And Mann is our 5th round draft pick last year. Defensive tackles, Tomlinson, On Yamada, and Puna Ford. We're pretty solid on the defensive tackle front. Linebackers, there's Porter. He was one of our draft picks last year. Clay Matthews will now rotate over to the right linebacker spot, but we only signed him for 1 year as he's 33. Carter's been pretty good as a backup. Middle linebacker, we traded for Deron Lee. And we have Navarro Bowman, who's getting up there. He's 31. Right linebacker, like I said, we moved Matthews over, who's a 77. So these guys are mostly just backups. Cornerbacks, Williams, Jenkins, Terrence Mitchell, who we got free agency. Probably not going to keep Jenkins as he is a 79. He's getting to be 30. He's got 2 years left, so we'll run him out. And then probably get rid of him after that, not re-sign him after that, as Mitchell should be moving up. Haley, been pretty good in a backup spot. There's Bannister, who we got out of New Mexico. He's only a 64, but I'm cool with that. He's never going to play. Because we have Landon Collins, Andre Howell, and Wolfork, another one of our draft picks from last year. He's been playing pretty good in the backup role of safety. We have Rosas, who we signed for 7 years, and Dixon, who only has 1 year left. But we signed a kicker out of New Mexico on the practice squad. We have a player to upgrade, so we're going to do that before we do anything else. Jackson Haley, our quarterback, gets to upgrade. There he is, number 8, Jackson Haley, at a 79. Plus 2 confidence gives him an 81. What are we going to move him up on? So we got break, sack, run, and sack. We're gonna keep going with his strong arm here. We're gonna move him up to an 80 on that. Boom. Bumps him up 1 more spot. Break, sack went up 1, as well did throw under pressure, so we needed both of those. And his throw deep accuracy went up 3. So all 3 things we needed. Very awesome. He is now moving on up. He's a star. And he's the 24th ranked quarterback in the league. So Jackson Haley just keeps getting better, which leaves us at a quandary for the draft, as I will show you here in just a second. We're going to go over all the first rounders. It shows you our grades. This is our offensive grades. These are our defensive grades. And I'm going to show you, right now we have the first pick in the draft. We have 4 first rounders and a second rounder. We have the first pick of the draft, the 7th pick of the draft, the 11th pick of the draft, the 13th pick of the draft, and the 17th pick in round 2. So these are all the first round picks. Number 1 is Connor Vaughn, a quarterback out of Nebraska. His throw power is A+, his middle throw is B+, and his throw on the run is B+. This guy's a beast. He's out of Nebraska. He is 21 years old. Like, we have Haley. Haley's an 80 right now, but this kid, Connor Vaughn, if we don't take him, the next team will. So this is our quandary here, as we need linebacker help. Casey Wilcox, Demir Massey is the only other one I would consider, but his throw power is the same, but everything else is B or B-. This is like the best kid. But we have a quarterback. So Curtis, let me know what you think I should do. Max Summers is a right end. We don't really need a right end. He's 22 out of Ole Miss. B+ pursuit, B tackle, B hit power. Lloyd is a linebacker. We need a linebacker. We need linebacker and offensive line help. And the only offensive lineman here is this guy, and he dropped to a projected 4th round pick. Excuse me. So we're going to take a look at Lloyd. 23 out of Georgia. Hit power is B+, block shedding B, finesse moves B. There's another right end here. Frederick Fletcher. B+, B, and B. 22 out of Nebraska as well. Nebraska has a powerhouse team apparently. So I'm thinking we take Lloyd, depending on how the combine looks. We take Lloyd with the number 1 pick, as we're pretty solid at right end already. We just need linebacker help. I'm going to be sad that we're passing on Connor Vaughn, but Haley's been performing pretty well. Let me know what you think, Curtis, if we just take Connor because he's the best person in the draft. We're going to move down here. Dexter Shade is a free safety. Charlton Munnerlin, B- in man, B- in pursuit, B- in catching. Left end at 7 is Shakir Carter's. So we got Shakir Carter, Antonio Hubbard, and Antoine Barnes. 2 wide receivers and a right outside linebacker. These guys are at 7. We might take one of these guys. Special catch for both the receivers are A. Barnes has the edge, I think, as his short route is B+, and his catch in traffic is a B. We need people that can catch in traffic. But Shakir's release is a B+, and his short route's a B. Hubbard over here is a B+ in tackle, B in hit power, and B in pursuit. So if we take Vaughn at number 1, if we end up taking Vaughn at number 1, and Lloyd isn't around, we can still pick up Hubbard, hopefully at 7. So B+ in tackle, B hit power, B pursuit, while this guy is B+, B, B. So let me know which one you like better, Lloyd or Hubbard. Hubbard is 21 out of Clemson, 6 foot 244, and this guy is 23 out of Georgia. Tough decisions coming up in the draft, as a lot of these players in the first round are not players we need. I may even trade out of the number 1 spot. I think that's what we'll do. We'll trade out of the first pick spot if we still have the first pick. This is only week 8, so the draft order is definitely going to move around as teams win and lose. If we end up with the number 1 pick in the draft, I say we trade out of it and see what we can get, as the players we need are really further down. There's another wide receiver, Dontarius Hinton, B+, B+, B+. I'm actually liking him better than I like the other wide receivers, I think. Christopher Gibson is A- in hit power, B+ in pursuit, B+ in tackle. He looks like to be the best linebacker here. 21 out of Georgia. We really need a middle linebacker, but we're not finding one here. Dontarius Hinton is a 21-year-old out of Oregon. So it's really going to depend on the combine as well. Like, there are 6 quarterbacks in the top, projected to go in the first round. So Connor Townsend is a tight end. Everett Abbott is a tight end. Quentin Saunders, B+ in tackle, B in hit power, B in pursuit. So we need to pick up at least one of these linebackers. We missed out on the ones we wanted last year. We need to at least get one of these linebackers. This guy's 24 out of Ohio State. So right now, if I have my choice, it's going to be Gibson here at 21 years old. Starting at number 26, everybody drops. They were projected first rounders, but this guy's dropping to the 5th. Torian Armstrong's dropping to the 5th. Harmon's dropping to the 3rd. This guy's dropping to the 3rd, 4th, and 4th. With the only one I think still moving up is right here, Dixon Berry. So I think we take him at 13. If Dixon Berry's around at pick 13, he's a middle linebacker. He was originally projected to go in the 2nd round, but the number 1 right next to his face, it says that his talent puts him at a mid-first rounder. He's 21 out of Penn State. So right now, the 2 picks we're definitely going to get are Dixon Berry and Quentin. Nope, not Quentin. Where's the other one? Where are you? Where'd you go? Nope. Quentin Saunders is not it. Christopher Gibson, 21 out of Georgia. So Christopher Gibson, and Dixon Berry are the 2 linebackers I definitely want to get. Let me know what you think, Curtis. I say we trade out of the number 1 spot if we still have the number 1. And then maybe we go after one of these wide receivers, as we don't really need a whole lot else. Yeah, Connor Vaughn, I would love to take him, but we have Haley. Haley's been playing fantastic. Let me know what you think, Curtis. Do we keep going with Connor Vaughn at number 1, or do we trade out of it? I definitely want those 2 linebackers we talked about. Like, our linebackers are definitely going to improve. There are no good offensive linemen here. And then it's going to come down between Carter, Barnes, and Hinton here in terms of which wide receiver we want to take as well. So that is the first round of the draft. Right now, my inclination is to trade the first round pick, the first pick of the draft. But let me know what you guys think, as your opinions do hold some value to me. I trust you guys. Let me know what you think, and hopefully we'll be able to do good in this year's draft. I may try to trade one of our first round picks for a lineman, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think I tried that and it didn't work. So, alright, just let me know what you think. Should we trade out of the first pick, or should we take Connor Vaughn? He's definitely going to be the first player taken. And then we have our 2 linebackers, and then our choice of wide receiver. And that's going to be our draft for the first round. And then we'll see what we're going to get in the second round. But let me know what you think, guys. Subscribe if you haven't. Give the video a like. Comment what you think we should do. Excuse me. And we'll see you guys next time. Have a great night, everybody. Stay safe.